Nobody move. Ooh. Oh.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa and I am a professional soul singer. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, together we're going to be discovering
Sup, my fellow dudes. I hope wherever you are today, you're comfy, settled, and you've got a tasty warm drink. We're back again for another Soul Singer Discovers. Today's offering is given to us by a patron, who signed up to my Patreon in the Epic Dudes category so that he could decide what I would be listening to. Thank you to my patron Sean. Sean, or Full On Horror, as he likes to be known, has picked today's offering. The band is called Labyrinth. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was incredibly sad when I realised that Labyrinth is just the name of the band, and not, in fact, the 1986 movie starring David Bowie.
Dance, magic dance, magic dance, magic dance.
Oh. Labyrinth were founded in Italy in 1991. They've had 10 studio albums, and their album Return to Heaven Denied is considered a classic of power metal. First of all, Return to Heaven Denied is a wonderful title for an album. Wonderful. So today we're going to be listening to Moonlight, and it's the Live from the Frontiers Metal Festival in 2016. Let's step in. Let's do it. Oh, it's acoustic. I was not expecting that. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice.
Face to the ivory gates of dreamland. I look my steps being lost in the sand. Is this the place where they created your soul? Where all the tears have been shed for so long? Oh, don't tell me lies. Don't let me run forever. Oh, night, day, the sky. Show me the way to heaven.
Oh.
In the sky, nothing more can stop my flight.
Love a crowd singing along.
Hands again, fly with me, 1,000 million miles away, away.
Nice. Okay, pausing. Yeah, it feels very feverish. It feels very sort of like, ooh, manic. Manic's probably a good word. The guy's voice is doing that thing again. The guy's voice is reminding me of someone. It feels like it's classical for rock and metal vocals. It's that sort of Bruce Dickinson, wide vibrato, good range, that kind of vibe. Now, I think I'm going to pronounce this correctly. You've got to know the trouble that Scottish people go through pronouncing things sometimes. Our R's are all over the place, okay?
I'm from North Kiltown.
The lead singer is Roberto Taranti, and he joined the band in 1995. I know that with Labyrinth there's been a couple of different lineups, but if it is still Roberto, he's got a great voice. It feels correct for the style. Also, just shooting through the lyrics as well. Face to the ivory gates of dreamland, I look my steps being lost in the sand. Is this the place where they created your soul, where all the tears have been shed for so long? Beautiful, like weird fantasy imagery. Am I trying not to think too hard about David Bowie? Yes.
I've brought you a gift.
Moon, don't tell me lies. Don't tell me roam forever. Moonlight, take the sky. Show me the way to heaven. This feels like a band that maybe uses a lot of fantasy ideas in their lyric writing, which I'm 100% here for. Let's keep going. harpsichord, is it?
Live in the town of the ancient dream. New reason come to me forward.
Oh, hang on. Ah! Can I go back? Can I just go back 2 seconds? Nobody move. That's high as balls.
Now that we are leaving out of the maze, like an image of the monster's rage, eating is death with a stronger than fate. Eating is death, love is stronger than hate. Oh, don't tell me
Effortless.
don't let me run forever. Moonlight, take the sky, show me the way to heaven. In the sky, nothing more can stop my flight. Take my hands again, fly with me. 1,000 million miles away, away, away. Come on!
Pausing. Okay, that was such a high note. One of the things as well that I've noticed that some of the metal / rock vocalists do is when they're going up to some of these crazy high notes, not unlike Glenn Hughes in Deep Purple when he stepped in on the live version that we listened to for Burn. When they're going up to these very high places, they're doing something that I can connect with and I understand. Changing the shape of their face, changing the shape of their mouth in order to create a resonant high note. And it's all the smiling. So it's the wah! And it'll be very wide. It is like there are some school of thoughts on the fact that you should try and avoid doing very wide articulation when you're going very high, but it depends what you're doing. It depends the style that you're singing. I get that, and I've seen a lot of metal vocalists do it. Stevie Wonder did it. Stevie Wonder did it all the time. Go and watch Stevie Wonder live. Oh, it's those days could come back once more. It's that biting down motion, that biting smile. I love this guy's voice. It's kind of a weird mix of more of the more classical rock sound of the Iron Maidens and the like, but there's some Dio mixed in there for good measure. He's a really great vocalist. The band all look like they're having a blast. One of them looks like a hillbilly, but in the nicest way possible, like a cute, I wanna, what is this? I wanna squeeze him. This is great. This is really great. Let's go. There's also harpsichord going on, which I feel like a lot of metal comes from classical music, or a lot of metal musicians are inspired by classical music, so that kind of makes total sense. Let's keep going. This singer. Did you hear the start of his solo?
Don't tell me lies. Don't let me run forever. Moonlight, take the sky. Show me the way to heaven.
He's a charismatic bastard. Is that it? What's happening?
Voi. Shine out in the sky. Nothing more can stop my flight. Take my hands again. Fly with me. 1,000,000,000 miles away. Moonlight
Nice.
shining way on the sky.
What? What? Can I go back? Go back. Nobody move. Fuck me. Yeah, he did like I mean, it's what I see singers doing when they're using their whistle register. A lot of like when you hear Mariah Carey or any singer that has that very piercingly high register, that's up past, like you're talking about like C7. They usually get into that by spraying a little bit of air through the vocal folds, and you do see them, a lot of them using an H sound to do that. They're doing that in order to do it. It sounds great. Hang on. 5, 6. Yeah, that's a D6, boo. There are plenty of female vocalists that can't do that. So my hat goes off to you, Roberto. This was fantastic. Sean, you're a genius. I really love the frenetic vibe of the band. I love that everyone in the band looked like they're in a different band. Do you know what I mean? Like the lead guitarist looked like he's in a different band from the bassist. The bassist looks like he's in a different band from the lead singer. The look is chaotic, but you know, I love it. I also love that all of the fans know all of the words. That's glorious. And they're singing along. I genuinely thought the song had finished at one point. And then they had that wonderful moment where they all came in. I live for stuff like that. Concerts where stuff like that happens. What did you think? What do you think of Labyrinth? Have you heard of Labyrinth? Is this a band that everyone knows about and I'm last to the party yet again? How do you feel about those singers who do sing incredibly high in metal music? Do you think it brings something spicy and new to metal? Or would you prefer to hear some of the low, guttural noises we've heard before? Go forth. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again to all of my patrons. Thank you, Sean. This was glorious. If you've super enjoyed it, you can go and find my Patreon. I will see you all next time. Peace out, my dudes.